career reinvention doesn't always mean leaving your current job or organization. Napoleon Hill talked about how our biggest opportunity might be right where we are right now. When I started my career, I moved in 6 or 7 different positions in the same organization, eventually heading that organization. Sometimes reinvention means finding new ways to grow, find fulfillment in what you're doing right now. It might involve taking on new responsibilities, shifting perspectives, or applying your skills in different ways within your existing organization. The strategies we're about to discuss can be as powerful for transforming your current position as they are for transitioning to a new one. The goal is to make sure that your career is aligned with your evolving passions, skills, life circumstances, and what you want to be. Strategy number 1 to help reinvent your career and seize new opportunities is to embrace your mid-edge. Age is not a limitation, it is an asset. And your midlife edge, that means if you're in your 40s, your 50s, 60s, I'm telling you, you got an edge. This midlife edge is a powerful combination of experience, wisdom, and finely tuned judgment. If you can navigate complex interpersonal dynamics because you've been through it, you've weathered numerous changes and know how to pivot and adapt. Your years of experience have honed your ability and skill in tackling complex stuff. You've likely mentored others in your career, so you know how to inspire teams and other people. You can see the big picture in ways that younger professionals might miss. These skills make you a valuable asset in any role or industry. Here's a couple things you can do to embrace your midlife edge and use it. One is to list 5 unique strengths you've developed over your career. These could be soft skills like conflict resolution, or hard skills like financial forecasting or technologies. Identify 5 of them. Then reflect on a recent challenge you overcame. What specific skills did you use to solve that challenge? I want you to relate it to, this is what I learned because I'm in midlife, because I've developed and acquired the wisdom, experience, and judgment. So you're going to look at a challenge you overcame and connect those midlife specific skills that you have. Another thing I'd want you to do is to identify someone younger, a colleague or a mentee, and what wisdom could you share from your years of experience? If you spent time talking with younger folks and sharing your wisdom, and reflect on all the things you could share. 75% of professionals, particularly younger professionals, want a mentor, but only about 1% of them have one. I had a client who was a nonprofit CEO, and she finally realized that her being able to navigate all these complex relationships she was balancing as she was raising money was a rare and valuable skill. And she had never realized that when she stepped into her next, she could become a consultant, because it created opportunities she had never considered. She never stopped to assess the value, the superpower she had in navigating complex relationships. The second strategy to reinvent your career is to identify your transferable skills like communication. If you do a lot of verbal communication or written or both, that skill you can use in your current job and wherever you go. Perhaps you are really good at project management. Well, it doesn't matter what the project is. If you can manage it, set the goals, set the deadlines, be able to work with people, then you can use that skill wherever you go. Okay. You can apply the same steps and expertise to any project. Have you ever stopped and thought about all that you bring to being a leader? Your empathy, your authenticity, your ability to make decisions. They're portable, transferable. Problem solving and critical thinking. Look at what you do in your home and with your family. Many of you are out there solving everyday problems and doing that critical thinking. What we don't do enough is recognize, hey, I've done some good stuff. What did I do? Look at how adaptable and flexible I was and the analytical skills I used. So those things are portable. For every major project you've led, write down the core skills you used. And I don't want them to be industry specific. If you were a chief financial officer, you write down accounting. We know you know accounting. But if you use your analytical skills to work with others and teams to solve problems, you can transfer that. Things like strategic planning, team leadership, crisis management, those are transferable. The second thing I want you to do is look at the job descriptions in the industries or you're interested in. Highlight those skills that they're seeking that you already possess. Then ask a friend, trusted colleague, or mentor to identify the transferable skills they see in you. Sometimes others spot strengths and stuff that we overlook in ourselves. If it's someone you know and like and trust, ask them. I remember Mark, one of my vendors, he's a former tech exec, but at the time, he was a vendor I brought in to set up the technology for one of my organizations. He was a genius in IT. His project management skills were superb, and he could talk to people. He really liked people, and he had great communication skills. Everyone on my team really liked him and felt comfortable going to him. So he came to me, and I shared with him what I had seen and helped him along the path to transition. Now he's leading a large scale humanitarian effort. He is doing fantastic work. The industries were different. He was in IT and moved to social change, nonprofit, humanitarian work. The skills that he had, communicating, project management, were the same. Now, the third strategy that I want you to think about as you position yourself for new opportunities in your career, craft your reinvention story. This shift needs a compelling narrative. It's not about hiding your past, but connecting what you've done to your future. Your reinvention story bridges your rich history with your next exciting chapter. It involves identifying the common threads throughout your career. No matter how many different jobs you are, when you stop and think about, there are certain things that you do and certain things that you like are common. You highlight how your past experiences have prepared you for your next move. And you articulate this as you craft your career reinvention narrative. And you demonstrate this unique perspective because it's your story. No one else has a story like you do. What's unique and how you can bring your unique perspective to a new role. Write a short paragraph that links your past experiences to your desired future role. Focus on the why behind that transition. Practice telling your story out loud. Time yourself and aim to convey key points in a couple of minutes. Share this reinvention story with a trusted friend or family member and ask for feedback on whether it makes sense. When making moves in your career reinvention, having your story, your narrative is key. When I transitioned from United Way, my organization I'd been with for almost 3 decades, to a brand new, never been done before startup, my story wasn't about leaving nonprofit work or my past. What I really talked about was how I was stepping in to leverage my experience to create a broader impact in a new, innovative way. So we build on what we've done and then we tell that story. Those are the 3 strategies to position yourself for new opportunities if you're looking to reinvent your career. I do have a bonus strategy in developing and finding those new opportunities. Create your own opportunities. Sometimes the best opportunities are the ones we create ourselves. Opportunities just don't happen. We can, in fact, create them. This strategy is about being proactive and taking the initiative to shape your career path and take control of your career destiny. Being proactive also means step out of your comfort zone to shape that future. Here's what you can do. Volunteer for new projects within your own role. Step up for projects that stretch your skills and increase your visibility. I mentioned to you when I first came into the organization, I was in 5, 6, 7 different positions. I was always trying to volunteer for new stuff. It positioned me as someone willing to take on challenges and also as a leader who would step up. So you can look for cross-departmental initiatives or task forces where you can offer your unique expertise. Propose new initiatives. Become a problem solver in your own organization. Identify areas that could benefit from innovation and improvement. New proposals for projects, departments, or roles that address these needs. By showing innovation and creativity, you can carve out this niche for yourself that really didn't exist before. Another way you can create your own opportunities is to start side projects. You can launch your own personal venture or initiative that showcases your skills and passions. This could be anything from writing a blog on industry insights or starting a podcast, perhaps on leadership. This serves as proof of your capabilities and can open new doors. Remember, creating your opportunities is about being the architect of your career. It's about seeing possibilities. I remember in my career, I created this opportunity when I had just started. I was a community planner working with the governor's office on urban affairs. I noticed how they valued the deep community insights I brought from my work with United Way. Seeing this, there was an opportunity for mutual benefit. I proposed this 1-year loan executive assignment, and they agreed to do it. It allowed me to work directly with the governor's office on urban affairs while remaining an employee of mine. There was an opportunity I created by recognizing that I could add value, seeing a problem that could be solved, figuring out how can I bring value and add help to something, and creating my own opportunity and suggesting an innovative solution. That experience and connections and networks that I gained from that year, I made connections all across the state and expanded my professional network in ways that I could never imagine.